What's up, guys? How's it going? This is Tom Burkart from Revs Daily. Going out for a first drive in the 2015 Ford Transit low roof with the 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost. Hello.
You got your map on the dash there.
Yes, sir.
Seatbelts buckled. Like I say, just remember to obey all traffic laws. Vans are ours, the tickets are yours.
Sounds good. Thank you.
We'll see you back in a little bit.
Okay, great. Sweet. So we just got a little bit of a presentation from some of the Ford team that works on the commercial vehicle segment, and it really drives home how huge of an improvement this Transit is going to be versus the long running Econoline, which actually they said was the last time they ran a TV ad for that truck. Actually, it turns out was in 1969, which is pretty amazing. You know, and it still owns, I think, like upwards of 40% of the segment, versus about 15% for Chevy, and divvied about 10% for things like the Sprinter and the new and Ram trucks and things like that. So they had a lot to they have a lot to defend here, and I think it's definitely going to work pretty easily. So we tried it out. Oh shit! Oh wait, which way am I going? Sorry, I thought I was going the wrong way. We tried it out there pretty quickly to try to get in the twin turbocharged 3.5 liter V6 at first. So this is the big EcoBoost engine that has been retuned for a lot more torque. And the 6-speed automatic, makes a big difference. You get in the car, power seats. This truck doesn't have actually that many options, but so it's the 148. Nice. So it's got these adjustable armrests, sort of like the Land Rover Discovery. So that makes it really comfortable right off the bat. And wanted to try to get in the most powerful version because and with the lowest roof, because this is definitely the sportiest of the line, that includes 3 roof heights, 2 wheelbase lengths, and 3 overall lengths of the truck. And with that, you get huge increases in the fuel economy, of course, across all the engines versus the E-Series, and then you also get a lot more cabin capacity. I think in the Max truck has about, with the high roof, is about 475 cubic feet in the back there, and an extremely tall roof that's best in class, and I think is like 75% bigger than the E-Series. So that's all really good stuff. Just going on a quick route here. They've got a pre-planned route for us, but you can really go wherever. It's pretty fast. So not only, and this is not a base. Excuse me. This is not an empty truck. With the 6-speed automatic and the twin turbo engine, I mean, it definitely feels pretty quick, even with 1,500 pounds of what they call horse mats at the back there, and those are that simulates sort of a typical payload for the vehicle. But it does have a max payload of 7,500 pounds, or excuse me, I'll have to check that. But it has the payload, and the towing stats are really good, very competitive, and for buyers who have been constrained to many E-Series limitations, this Transit really has it going on. So how does it feel on the road? There's been a lot of, like, the Transit Connect, for example, is like, it's like driving a little bit bigger Focus or a bigger Escape. And the goal for this full-size Transit was for it to replicate the similar feelings of being sporty and feeling secure and nimble and ready for cities, but also packing all the same capability that it always has. So we've got a pretty compact and familiar steering wheel. We've got lots of lots of options, many of which this particular truck is not equipped with. It feels pretty quick, to be honest. It's just a really good engine with 400 foot-pounds of torque. It really delivers. I mean, it feels objectively much quicker than the 4.6 liter V8 or even the 5.4 liter V8 that has long been powering Ford trucks and vans. So we have good steering feel. Good steering feel. We've got a column mounted shifter here with controls. You can select the gears. So we're in 4th gear now, 3rd gear, now 2nd gear. So that provides a dramatic amount of engine braking, and then you can go back pretty easily. It's nice to drive the truck. Drive a truck that can actually handle and put up with the day-to-day demands of a commercial contractor, which, you know, for many reasons, you know, for many it's the truck has had to be driven like artificially slowly, because it's, for the passenger models, it can be freaky, for people in the back, like a little bit frightening, and for the commercial models, you know, it just wasn't that safe to go any quicker than that's good. It just wasn't that safe to go much quicker than that, whereas this thing feels really, really good. So let's do a standing start right now. We've got you know, standard electronic stability control, as well as available lane departure warning and lots of stuff like that. So it definitely feels like the torque is coming on a lot lower. They've prioritized torque versus horsepower for this engine. It's totally silent from the front. I mean, it may as well be no engine in the front. Where you really get a sense of commotion is in the back of this rear-wheel drive car. And of course, with this hasn't been upfit or anything, so this is just steel forming the back of the cab. So it's still pretty quiet, considering how considering that it is, you know, has completely uninsulated back there or anything like that. I'm really, really impressed with this truck. Granted, we've got the low roof model here, so, you know, it's pretty sporty and has a low center of gravity versus some of the high roof setups. It's a little discouraging, but, you know, is it a sports car? No. I mean, does it drive like a Focus? Sort of. I mean, it's got really good mirrors with a convex portion. So I could see, like, what was, you know, if there was anything coming on that road, even though it was like a funny angle and it was blocked from behind. The dual mirror, which is standard, is lets you have good visibility and insight into what's around you. And these are only one of the available mirrors. There are, you know, some really jumbo ones that extend out to the side. We've got adjustable steering column, tilt telescope, pretty good. We've got sync right here. So we've got, and with the base setup, you've got a 3.5mm audio jack as well as a USB jack, and then a little display screen up in the dash. But some of the more loaded models have like a whole media interface where you could plug in video inputs or various SD cards, even I think an HDMI cable. I mean, you could really get this thing going to be like really, really relatively entertaining, much more so versus any other commercial vehicle in the segment. In terms of like bringing your own music and having a little, you know, having a little bit more of a car-like experience, even while you're, you know, on work errands and running from job to job. So 2015 Ford Transit with the EcoBoost and this low roof setup is fun. It's really, it's surprising to say that, but it doesn't feel nearly as terrifying as driving the E-Series has for many years. But at the same time, it's able to get even more work done. So that's all good stuff. All right, we'll see you guys soon. This is Tom Burkart, and giving a high recommendation to the 2015 Ford Transit with the Turbo V6. All right, see you guys soon.